The advance of technology is based on making it fit in so that you don't really even notice it, so it's part of everyday life. Bill Gates. Let's take a closer look and see what's behind these advanced methods of optimizing the content you receive, or more literally, behind the algorithm that sorts and determines what you see through scrolling tons and tons of different things on your small device. We also consider the consequences and take a much deeper, wider perspective of how this affects your daily life. Let's go.
If you find this video delightful, please subscribe to this new channel. Click the like button.
Subscribe to this channel. Leave comments, likes and likes.
Let's first research the basic issue so we know what we're talking about. AI from Google says,
an algorithm is a finite, step-by-step set of instructions designed to solve a specific problem or perform a computation.
Moving forward, we have key characteristics, how algorithms work, and examples. To my surprise, under computer science, we read sorting lists of data, searching for information, and recommending content on social media are all performed by algorithms. Okay, let's stop right here for a second. I direct this video especially to those who are not aware of how it works. Those who already know the key to social media platforms should also get something from this video. But first, let me take you for a closer look at the essence of algorithm science and go back very, very far in history. Besides of Wikipedia, I found a reliable article on the University of Melbourne website. Link in the description. Here we can find that over 1,000 years before the internet and smartphone apps, Persian scientist and polymath
Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi
invented the concept of algorithms. In fact, the word itself comes from the Latinized version of his name. He produced calculations for tracking the movement of the sun, moon, and planets. He also wrote about trigonometric functions and produced the first table of tangents.
Algoritmi.
As you might suspect, it's also related to algebra. The article ends up with conclusion, quote, the next time you use any digital technology, from your social media feed to your online bank account to your Spotify app, remember that none of it would be possible without the pioneering work of an ancient Persian polymath. An algorithm is a step-by-step recipe for solving a problem. In science, it helps count orbits and search for truth. In social media, it counts how many ads you manage to watch before you realize you were supposed to go to sleep. It's just a matter of what you define as the problem you want to solve with the algorithm. It could be your time. Thanks to it, someone earns money from things you watch, and at least indirectly, if not sometimes directly, decides what you're going to watch next. If you are someone who works in social media, or at least notices certain trends on various social platforms, this is not something new. It is something obvious that your focus is the goal. Interacting, commitment, movement, all of these matters in the battle of attention of users. Nowadays, battle of your attention on every single side of the internet is so huge that it is so easy to fall into the trap of wasting a lot of time scrolling dumb things. More than once, you have picked up your phone, and after an hour or more of scrolling through various nonsense, you don't even know what you saw and simply don't remember most of the content. There were funny cats, conspiracy theories, quotes, photos of friends, and ads aimed directly at you. Cheap dopamine, wasted time. Those who are more confused, with many things on their mind, putting things aside because of their smartphone, very sensitive persons might often feel a sense of guilt. I know, it is our guilty pleasure. It's so easy to escape the real world and spend afternoon or evening brainwashing yourself, and often we have rational explain. They are hypnotizing. They assign content not according to truth or any values, but according to what will best hold your attention. Imagine that every click, like, comment, interaction, and pause time on a specific content is like a gold coin you hand over, and the algorithm deposits it into the appropriate box, recording every bit of data about your actions, profiling your choices, only to later show you more of what previously captured your attention. It learns about you and uses this knowledge to keep you there as long as possible. Something that is foundation of science, key element in development of the modern world, is now being widely exploited in the fight for your attention, time, commitment, and profiting from it. It's worth knowing all this and being aware of it. In today's era, if you don't pay for a product, it means that you are the product. And telling this, I'm not saying that algorithms works against us always. No, it depends on you. But if you maintain proper hygiene on your phone, you can use them for your needs and growth. And here we come to some practical review on how they work on some of the most popular platforms. This moment in this video may be helpful, especially to those who make money on social media. However, if like me, you don't like wasting time on nonsense, gossip news and posts, stupid memes, etc., following the phrase, know the language of the enemy, it's good to simply be aware of this. As humans, it's easy to fall into the trap of addiction to free, colorful dopamine. What I'm going to show you now, it's a point in which you see brutal side of social media industry. There is a massive number of articles about what to do on each platform to suit best for their algorithm. You can easily find it by yourself. After taking a look at many of them, I came to the conclusion that almost every tip for how to better suit the algorithm has one special thing in common. There is no mention of the quality and values of content anywhere, and it is mainly poor in values and quality content that appears on social media. Earlier, I mentioned that you should imagine that the time you spend on social media has some value. Time. It is an extremely valuable resource, especially for those who most often rush through life. On the other hand, only a small percentage of people can afford to live truly freely. And at the same time, we devalue it without any borders when it comes to use. It is what it is because we value our own time so little when it comes to spending in for digital impulsive life that we forget how this world really works. But let's go back to the point. There's a whole industry studying how and what to show for best users' attention. Quality and standards goes down because it's so much easier just to make anything an attract with noise, trends, and virals. Mechanism of supply and demand. Facebook's algorithms favor content that generates long time spent on the platform. That's why you may see long posts, long advertisements, and drama. On the other hand, the Instagram's algorithms, let's call it a candy pink alternate reality, they don't like drama and focus only on promoting this ideal vision of an influencer's life. X, for instance, creates bubbles, opposing camps, and is based on who you follow. On this platform in particular, we can see how politicians manipulate public opinion and, in the name of the maxim,
Divide et impera.
divide and rule, play out a daily theater to the delight of the crowd. But I will record a separate video about this in the future. TikTok, in this case, seems to be a dark horse in the race for your attention. The most dopamine rush you can get. I don't think I need to explain the consequences of such stimulation, neither algorithm working behind this. I also won't explain the consequences of children using such apps and what happens to them. And often, parents, themselves deceived by their own phones, don't see their own children falling into this trap. Look at the people around you and see how they're consumed by social media algorithms. If you like this video, please subscribe this channel, share your thoughts in the comments, and hit the like button. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you soon.